Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. And this video is about how many? I have 19 in total, but I'm going to break this down into two parts, man. So we're going to stop at 11. 11 ways, 11 things that you should do if you feel like you're being psychically attacked. Now, this is really important, bro. Really important. The first step is being proactive, man. Being proactive. Don't wait until you have health issues to go to the doctor. Don't do that. Go to the doctor when everything's fine. Make sure you're good. Okay? So, being proactive. What are some things that you can do to be proactive? Things I'm going to mention in this list: saying positive affirmations the first 15 minutes when you wake up, staying away from negative people, making sure that you don't start with people, making sure that when you do start, if you do, that you finish it properly with grace, making sure that you meditate, making sure that you don't eat at McDonald's ever, okay? Making sure that you drink high vibrational beer such as Blue Moon, you know what I'm saying, such as that's really all I drink. Blue Moon, and such as, drinking high vibrational wine, man. Drinking, if you're gonna drink rum, drinking rum that was made in the Caribbean, man. Barbados, Cuba, okay? Making sure that you drink Mexican tequila, not that other weird stuff, you know? Making sure that you just have a tight routine. So, next, number two, staying grounded. If you feel like you're being psychically attacked, you have to stay grounded. If you feel like you're being psychically attacked, you should be working on that third eye so you can scan yourself easier, so you can see any entities that might be creeping up on you. You might be seeing little black shadow things go across your room real quick, or following you in the street, or you might see little things out the corner of your eye that you might not be able to see if your third eye wasn't being opened and stimulated and closed in some cases, right? Number three, I have a video on this whole technique: reverse centering. Okay, reverse centering. Look up the exact technique, but pretty much what it is focusing on your heart and then focusing on the energies surrounding your heart. Everything with the exception of your heart, bro. Okay, now I want you to look at that video to see the benefits of it and how to do it specifically. Number four, yes, what a lot of people are going to say, spirit baths, man. Putting those oils, those herbs, uh, pink Himalayan rock salt, different things that you can add to your bath to make it, to give it that charge, to give it that spark, to get that up off you, man. And recently, I just made a new hair product. I'm trying to get these baby braids on Nipsey, man. R.I.P. Nipsey Hustle, bro. Trying to get those baby braids on Nipsey. So what I did was I took a lot of money oil. I took a couple iron pills. Had them dissolve in the oils, some coconut oils, some cocoa butter, some organic honey, and some virgin olive oil. I put it all in one bottle with a couple more things, and I've been shaking that up and dabbing it on my hair every morning. It smells beautiful. It's having wonderful effects. Okay. Number five, I already said this. Your diet, bro. If you're number one, what you need to be doing is you need to be. Everybody needs to have a tight routine, bro. Everybody has to have a tight routine. But if you really feel that somebody's going to psychically attack you or somebody is doing that, you need to step up your routine. You need to tighten that ship, bro. If you're doing affirmations for the first 15 minutes of the day, do them for the first 30 minutes of the day. Don't smoke cigarettes for the first 2 hours of your day. Make sure that you monitor what you're eating and your thoughts a lot better. Have those thought stopping affirmations, those thoughts stopping Trigger words. I like to say peace. I like to say relax. I might rub my hands together. I might touch my neck or my face or play with my hair while I'm thinking a specific word, bro. But you have to keep saying it. Keep saying it. I love you. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Whatever it is, make sure that you put power into those words. Print them out. Put them on your wall. Make sure that you empower that word so when you start to have these thoughts or feel these feelings, it goes away. Whatever negativity goes away. Okay. So I also what's really important also is that you do exercises to better know yourself. Making these lists, your fears, your likes, your dislikes, your favorite foods, places that you want to travel, things that you want to do, making sure that you understand yourself. Because one thing I'm going to tell you guys that I haven't ever heard anybody speak about is that yes, mostly psychic attacks are designed for somebody to feel depressed, possibly hurt themselves or hurt someone else. But do you understand that there are people out here that do things recklessly when they're happy or when they're having good luck, when they get too comfortable? Okay, somebody could psychically attack you. I spoke up on this before. Somebody could psychically attack you, and the result of that psychic attack is you winning the lottery, you winning $1 million. You know why I know that I've done this before? Because I didn't think that I thought that person would protect themselves in a way that's going to protect them from negative energy. But negative energy can be wrapped in positive energy. I know, I know that if I do, when I did what I did, the person won money instantly. And then they did some stupid stuff, lost it, got sick. Bam. Easy. So if you win the lottery for $1 million, you better be careful because that could be a psychic attack. That person might know you so well that they give you that. They do that to you. You win that $1 million, then you develop some kind of weird addiction, and then you end up dying. That can happen. Okay, so you got to be careful with everything that you do, bro. Being cautious is important, especially in these days. All right. So next, sexual transmutation. When Because people are so one track minded when it comes to psychic attacks, people don't do what I do. That's not common that somebody's gonna make you win millions of dollars just so you could later in life develop an addiction and start beating up your kids and being abusive. 80% of people who have addictions are involved in abusive relationships. Okay? People usually don't think like that. But if you do start to feel this devil come inside you, these psychic attacks, you might start to feel depressed. You might start to feel suicidal and sad. And what do depressed people usually do? They usually drain themselves of their sexual fluids. Okay? So the first thing that you need to do to be proactive is to plan on lowering the amount of sexual fluids that you release. You cannot be leaving gallons of your DNA everywhere, gentlemen. You need to hold that sexual fluid in and let that be your shield. Fendi facts. Okay? Nextly, you need to be looking at your natal chart and find out what energies that you can best use during these times. For me, my go-to planets are Mercury, Mars, and Saturn because I am a very Saturn based person, Saturn based individual. Okay. Nextly, you need to figure out how to best use your sun sign. If somebody were to psychically attack me, if they know anything about me, they know I am an arrogant individual. They know that I have narcissistic tendencies with psychopathic pockets, man. Bars. That was Gucci Mane. It was on the song P Print with Kanye West. I was like, oh, fire. But I know that when I start to feel like I am being psychically attacked, I know to turn down the arrogance, to humble myself, okay, or to at least mask my arrogance, turn it down a little bit, and use what I already have, a part of being an Aries, a part of being attached to that Martian energy, to my advantage. Now, side note, if you feel like you're being psychically attacked, what you need to do is introduce balance into your life. For example, we have Nipsey Hussle and Kurt Cobain on my wall. What do they have in common? Well, what don't they have in common? One is obviously a rapper, and one is obviously a rocker, a rocker, a rock star, right? The amount of attention, what they did for the culture, what they did for the people, and how their deaths inspired the people is something that I look up to. Okay, the influence that they had, but at the same time, they both indulged in opiates at some point. Okay, Nipsey liked to sip a little bit of lean, and everybody knows Kurt Cobain liked that brown cream. So we need to understand what we're attaching ourselves to. If you're reading a lot of Donald Trump books at this time, you need to be reading Gandhi. You need to be reading whoever the opposite of Donald Trump is to you, Malcolm X. Okay, wouldn't he wouldn't be the opposite. Martin Luther King. Okay, if you start to read, if you're like me and you have vampiric tendencies, vampiric ways, if you read too much Donald Trump, something you might start taking on those characteristics. So making sure that you are being influenced in the direction that's going to be healthy and conducive to you being spiritually safe. All right. Number 9, tapping into that God and Goddess energy, finding out who you are spiritually. Me, and like I said, I have a video about this. I have multiple videos about this. Me personally, how I like to find out who I am on an Egyptian level, on the Kemetic realm. How I like to find that out, well, how I recommend you find that out, is that you add up the number of letters in your name. Aaron Deshaun Hister has 19 letters in it. Okay, number 19, that's Kemra. Okay, so Kefra, I'm sorry. So you have to tap into whatever God or goddess energy that you are. Notice I said are, not closely aligned with, but who you are. So it would behoove me to tap into Kefra's energy at this time. Okay, if I were to be psychically attacked, and I am being psychically attacked, which is why I'm making this video. So number 10, going to outside energies, bro. Your ancestors, the dragons, the knights, trees. Call upon these powers and use them. Okay, praying to your ancestors, giving your ancestors offerings, giving the dragons offerings. Okay, giving the knights. You can work with the actual nightfall. Okay, you can program the darkness of the night to protect you and offer the nocturnal animals things in return for your protection. Now, yes, the animals during the day might eat them, but your intention was to give it to the owl or the little mice that live in the alley where you live, or whatever, the alley cats, whatever it is. Okay, leaving offerings. Bam. And number 11, like I already said, developing a very strong routine. And what this is supposed to do is to strengthen your willpower. The more willpower you have, the more creativity you have, the stronger your shield is going to be without you having to do anything. Okay, so this was part 1. I'm going to make a part 2. It's probably going to come out the next day, the same day. I don't know. I'm going to be more sporadic with these videos. But That's it, or spontaneous, whatever the word is. That's it, man. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath. You already know I'm trying to get that following like King Solomon. So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. If anybody needs to hear this information, they will get it in their suggested, and the channel will grow. Okay, so that's it, man. I love you guys. Peace.